Hello. Here is a brief update for these current September 2023 energies. So, in order to look forward, we need to briefly look back. We had the blue moon at the very end of August, and blue moons for you, I'm sure you probably had something out of the blue happen, something perhaps shocking, perhaps very unusual, something that could have rocked you, shook you, turned your world upside down. That's why they're blue moons, right? We have that expression, once in a blue moon, or must be a blue moon, because this energy it had a rattle and hum to it, It had a shock factor. So for some of you, the beginning of September has been a readjustment. It's been a balancing act, and it's been a reevaluation. It ties in beautifully with Venus going direct, Mercury going direct. So all the work you've done throughout the summer to decipher, to understand, to gain more clarity, particularly with relationship issues, your personal life, and deeper inner standings, inner standings of who you are now in this new 5D reality, in this new Aquarian age that we are birthing, that we are pushing out through the birth canal. You will find from the 15th of September onwards, things are going to ease up. Things are going to start moving again. I wouldn't be surprised if you told me in the comments that right after the 15th, the letter came in that you were waiting for. You got the loan, you got the go ahead, obstacles were removed, you got a clean bill of health, you got the results to your exams, and you actually did really well, even though around the blue moon, start of September, you were freaking out and you thought something was gone awry. Now you're seeing that things are put right. There's a justice back in your world, and the energies are flowing again. Now, we still have lots of slow energy because many of the planets are still retrograde. We're still having to pause. We're still reflecting, but it's not in that sluggish, slow, walking through molasses way. So there's been lots of light shed on the shadow. There's been lots of clarity. There has been an increase in your knowledge, your wisdom, and your spiritual maturity moving forward. For some of you, there was a goodbye recently. That could have been into a job, it could have been to a person, place, or thing, but the goodbye was necessary to get your peace of mind back. The release, whatever you've let go of, whatever you've said goodbye to the old, hello to the new, you needed to create space, you needed peace of mind, and perhaps that old job or that old situation was just too much noise, too many opinions, too many judgments, and you just want to get back to your own energy right now. There's a big focus on retreating into, what do I want? What's my opinion on this? I think especially with Venus being retrograde for so long throughout this year, throughout the summer, it had a big impact on our ability to actually hear ourselves, perhaps there was years of neglect in that fashion where you weren't actually hearing your own inner voice. And with Venus going retrograde, Mercury going retrograde, we really were pushed in a corner energetically to have to tune out everybody else and just recenter, recalibrate, and actually come back to ourselves. So there's reunion with the inner child right now. There's reunion with a part of yourself that was lost on walkabout. There's reunion with aspects of the soul that fragmented and needed to be retrieved. So they're actually showing me like a fishing rod, and you throwing out the fishing rod, and oh, I got that fragmented part of soul that I haven't felt in a while, and you're actually reeling it back in, okay? You're bringing it back into yourself, and you're putting that piece of the puzzle back into your heart. They're showing me a heart with all these like puzzle pieces, and there was 1 or 2 pieces missing, and now you're able to take the pieces and put them back in and have a whole heart again. So for some of us, myself included, this has been one of the roughest patches, the roughest periods. That blue moon blew up my life. It blew up my world. It blew up my ideas and illusions of what was real and what's truth and what's not. But in many ways, it's amazing, because Spirit said to me at the time, let this be a teacher. And I was like, oh my God, like how many lessons does a soul have to learn? And they said, your soul is taking on these big lessons because you're a master soul and you're strong and you're able to do this. You wouldn't have signed up for it. So if you've been going through a rough patch like I have, if you've been having all health challenges, personal life challenges, money, financial, security challenges, whatever arena of challenges you've been having, just know you would not be going through it if you didn't have the solution in your soul blueprint. You would not have taken it on if you didn't know you could surmount it and move past it and move forward. So we're built for this. You are built for this. Any of that self-doubt that you had in the last few weeks, just park that now. You're built to break through those self-doubts. Those self-doubts are little white lie programs from the 3D matrix trying to prevent you from shining your light, okay? They don't want us out here shining our light, being empaths, being light bringers, being teachers of kindness and love and peace. But we have to see through the bullshit. And this is a time of exposure. You're going to see lots and lots of people being exposed. But it's also a time of false light. So there's a lot of truth seekers, truth tellers who are going to try and pin things on them. That's not true. Okay, so just be aware of that as well. Use your gut senses, use your intuition, use your discernment when you can sniff out what's true. Use your instincts, okay? Instincts, intuition, same thing. Use them, because this is a very, very tumultuous, interesting time. But remember, when you let it teach you, like I just dropped into that, and I prayed for the strength to carry what I had to carry and to face it squarely. And I knew in my heart of hearts what was real and what was true. And once I committed to that, the illusion that I was afraid of just dissolved. It literally turned into smoke and mirrors. Like I realized that, I was being brought into my deep dark fears to face them so that I could look at the boogeyman and say, oh, you're not real. You don't exist. You're actually not real. You're a figment of my imagination from the past. So there's my doorbell. I'm going to have to go. So I'm going out now. I've loads more to say about these energies. So much is happening, and look, I send you all the blessings, and just thank you for all your well wishes for my health and well-being. I'm slowly getting back on track and getting better, so God bless. Namaste.